Hello, my cookies, and welcome. Welcome to Russell Cooks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, I have a fantastic summery meal for you. I'm gonna be doing some barbecue chicken skewers with a macaroni salad on the side. I love it. It is easy. It is weeknight friendly. It is delicious. It checks all the boxes. Now that we know what we're doing, let's gather our ingredients. For the chicken, I have about 2 pounds of chicken thighs here that I've trimmed up and chopped into 1.5 inch pieces. I'm gonna marinate these. For the marinade, I'm gonna be using salt, smoked paprika, regular paprika, and a little bit of bacon fat. If you don't have bacon fat, no worries. You use a teeny bit of oil, doesn't really matter. This is going to ramp it up, take it up a notch, and make it not just your everyday chicken skewers. Now you're saying, Russell, I see a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's right there. That's right, I love this barbecue sauce. I can eat it. It doesn't have soy in it. I've made my own barbecue sauce countless times. If you have one you love, use it. It's a convenience product. This is weeknight friendly. Use store-bought. It's fine. So for our macaroni salad, you are absolutely going to need some macaroni. I have about 8 ounces here. I know that's half a box. I know it's kind of annoying, but that's plenty for my family. If you want to double this recipe, you can. You're also going to need red bell pepper, dill, scallion, cucumber. You want a wet crunch here. Celery is fine. If you don't like celery, you don't have celery, cucumber is fantastic. I've got some limes. We're gonna season them up with a little bit of lime. We'll see. That's only if our champagne vinegar isn't potent enough. White wine vinegar is fine here. I have mayo and sour cream. If you only want to use one, stick with mayo. That's fine too. I also have some cilantro, some pepper, and last but not least, a little bit of buttermilk. So first thing that I want to do is get a pot of water boiling because that takes a bit. For the rub, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. If you're using table salt, only do 1. Smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons smoked paprika. For the regular paprika, we're going to do 4 teaspoons, so twice the amount of the smoke. So now that we got our spice mixture, let's go ahead and stir it around. So we have our chicken. We are going to add 2 tablespoons of bacon fat. My rule of thumb is a tablespoon per pound of chicken thighs. So we're doing 2 tablespoons of bacon fat. Again, if you don't have bacon fat, maybe use a couple teaspoons or a tablespoon of canola oil. For our spice mixture, let's go ahead and put half of it on. And with the bacon fat, kind of smearing it around with the heat of your hand, you want to get everything coated up in the salt and bacon fat, but you don't want to kind of overmix this, especially with chicken thighs. Go ahead and cover that in plastic, get it in your fridge, 30 minutes. At the same time, if you are using wooden or bamboo skewers, make sure you soak them, because if you're putting them on the grill and they're wood, they will start to burn. And even if you soak them, they might burn. Now it's time to start the pasta. My water started boiling, so I'm going to add my 8 ounces of macaroni. You want to overcook this. If you don't, macaroni will continue absorbing liquid. It will make the dressing thick, floppy. It's not what you want. You want it over al dente. So if my box says 8 minutes, probably going to cook it for 11. Make sure to season the water. While that's going, let's prepare the dressing. For the dressing, start with our buttermilk. Let's do 3/4 cup of buttermilk. Do a 1/4 cup of sour cream. You can do a 1/4 cup mayo. Let's start with a tablespoon of vinegar. This is champagne vinegar, but you can use white wine vinegar, that's fine. Put a little bit of pepper in here. Put about 1/8 to a 1/4 teaspoon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of whisk this up. This is gonna be a nice little dressing. We've got a whole bunch of pasta that's gonna go in here. Gonna soak some of that up. Gonna be creamy and delicious. And while we wait, let's chop our fresh veg that's gonna go in. We're gonna get some cilantro. All right, I'm gonna leave the leaves relatively big, so this is chopped, not minced. Scallions, green onions, what have you. Let's do 2 of them. Just slice it pretty thin. Place it on a bias if you want to be fancy. All right, dill. Dill's pretty potent if you use it. You don't need that much. I'm probably gonna put in 1/2 teaspoon because this is very divisive in my family. Mince this up though. Red bell pepper, just 1. I also have English cucumber, so I don't need to peel it. If you don't want to use cucumber and you want to use celery, that's fine. Do 1 to 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to do about 1/4 of a cucumber, 1 red bell pepper, and I'm gonna chop this fine. That's about a 1/4 inch. I don't want big hunks of it. All right, we got all of our mix-ins except for one who was paying attention, the corn. I'm gonna grill that up with the chicken. Pasta alarm just went off. I'm gonna make sure that these are beyond al dente. I always taste pasta before pulling it out of the water. Just want a teeny bit more. Set a 45-second timer. Pasta is done. I'm gonna drain it. I have my 8 ounces of overcooked pasta right here, and I'm just gonna put it right into the dressing I made. We now are going to let this kind of sit. Going to soak up a little bit of the dressing. Things are going to thicken up. You can almost see that happening now. I want a really nice consistency here. When this has cooled down a little bit, I will add this. Meanwhile, I'm going to pop this in the fridge. Let's get cooking our chicken. I soaked these skewers, so hopefully they don't burst into flames. Metal skewers are preferred. My grill is hot. So when you skewer the chicken on, you want to make sure to stab yourself in the finger. Just kidding. If you don't want to do it, you can always put the chicken down someplace, poke it through, and then drag it on. You want them pretty bunched up and tight. If they're really long, like this one, you can fold them over themselves and get it through like that. Okay, I think we can fit a bit more on here. You're gonna need about 4 skewers. Going to take them out, put them on the grill at the same time. I'm going to take out the corn, put that on the grill as well. All right, while we're waiting for that to grill up, I'm going to get my barbecue sauce all set. As soon as I flip the chicken and rotate it, I'm going to brush it with some barbecue sauce, let it finish cooking through. The chicken thighs are going to cook for about 10 minutes. If you're using breasts, take them off a little bit early. They're going to cook for maybe 8 minutes. I like to rotate them about every 2 minutes, maybe every 3 minutes. I'm going to go flip these, brush them with some sauce, flip them again, brush them with some more sauce, and hopefully they're done. Now, if you're getting flare-ups, drop your heat down a little bit and make sure you close the lid. The smoke will keep flare-ups in check. Got medium heat going. I'm gonna go back out, flip them again, brush them again. It is time for the last flip here. I think our corn is good too. Our corn looks good. Go ahead and cut it off the cob here. Chicken is done. I'm gonna take it off, let it rest a little bit, and finish up this macaroni salad. All right, we have our macaroni, and you can see all that liquid is kind of be absorbed. It is nice and glossy and completely coated with dressing. It is not gloppy. How did we get this? We added buttermilk, thinned it out. We had a thinner dressing. We also overcooked our pasta so it absorbed less. Now we have the perfect pasta salad here. Get our cilantro, cucumber, scallion, red bell pepper. We're gonna get that in here. And last but not least, we're gonna get our corn, and then we gotta taste it for salt and vinegar. How summery does this look with the corn and the cilantro and the bell pepper? Remember, I didn't want to use a ton of mayonnaise. That extra mayonnaise is going to smother our flavor. We don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and taste this salad for vinegar and salt. It's a teeny bit of both. I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt, and I'm gonna do half a lime. I kind of want a little bit of a lime pop here rather than vinegar. I think the vinegar flavor is enough. I think this looks fantastic. Let's get this plated. The dressing is there, but it's not damping down all the flavors. I just got a whole bunch of corn, cilantro. The lime makes it pop. That little addition of lime right at the end. A little bit of salt really brought out those flavors as well. There's a teeny bit of dill right on the back end. Maybe a little bit more pepper next time. I like a little bit more pepperiness in here, but overall the cucumber, the corn, the red bell pepper, those are the stars of the show. This isn't a summery meal. I don't know what is. My goodness. Boom. I got hit by the char right at the front end. And then the chicken savoriness comes through, coats everything. I get a little bit of smokiness. The bacon fat is there, but not as bacon. This doesn't taste like pork. This tastes like rich smokiness. And then you have that chicken that comes through. It's amazing. I'm a happy camper here. So that was barbecue chicken kebabs with a macaroni summer salad. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to check me out on YouTube. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram as well. The best way you can support this channel for free is to subscribe to me on YouTube. If you want to use any of my affiliate links, which I do get a little kickback from, that are always at the bottom of my videos and in the description, I would appreciate it. That also helps support the channel. And also, there's no junk up there. It's just the stuff I like and the stuff I use. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.